do the next bit.
All right, okay. He's a global icon, millions of fans, but enough about me. It's time to find out what happened when I caught up with Sir Paul McCartney.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He's a rock and roll legend who's been entertaining us for half a century. But now Sir Paul McCartney's swapping songwriting for storytelling with his children's book about an explorer grandfather who takes his grandchildren on adventures using a magic compass and postcards.
So this guy, he's in his 70s, he dresses very coolly, he's a musician, he's well-travelled, but he's not you.
No, I purposely tried to not make it me. But, you know, obviously I'm drawing on my own experiences, so yeah, I'm that age, and yeah, I like the fact that he plays a bit of guitar. So he's a bit of an old hippie, grand dude.
Was it fun to write, or is it hard writing for children?
It was easy for me, because I collaborated a lot with the people, the publishers. They came up with a lot of good ideas, and I stole them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but no, it came about originally because one of my grandkids called me Granddude just one day. Hey, Granddude. I thought, oh, that's nice. I kind of went away and thought, oh, yeah, it might be good to invent a character, and then I'll be able to read it to my grandkids.
Well, I'll tell you what, that child's a marketing genius, because when I pick this up, all I want to do is da 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 da.
Granddude. Yeah, don't give up your day job.
What sort of granddad are you? They're obviously aware of your status and who you are, an international icon and all that sort of thing. Or do they just see you as Gramps?
It's a bit of both. So you see the old granddad rocking up on the stage, you know, so they see that. But, you know, we'll pick them up from school, take them for ice cream somewhere. So that's just pure granddad. And then they'll see me get noticed in the street, and they'll watch how I deal with it and stuff. And then the person goes away and they go, and we laugh about it. And so, you know, for a minute I'm the famous guy, and then I'm suddenly just Granddude.
He may be a cool granddad, but admits his generation may not always be in tune with today's world.
What about in these days of everything being woke or politically correct? Are you sort of well patrolled or put within guidelines as to what you can say or what you can't say?
With it being a kind of short children's book, there was less risk.
Yeah.
I think it's a pity, because you don't mean to do harm often. I mean, it's not always very mean-spirited when people will break a rule. Yeah. And then people will say, no, you can't say that anymore. And I suppose the older generation, you're just going to go, oh, all right. And in the back of your mind, you go, bloody idiots. You know, I mean, I've got one of my grandkids goes to school in America, and he's not allowed to call the first year freshman, because it's denigrating to women, I suppose. I think my generation would think it's a bit silly, but we appreciate that the new generation that doesn't think it's silly and thinks it's important is the generation that you've got to listen to.
That new generation appears to be big fans of his music. He's just been asked to headline Glastonbury again this year, and he's also writing a new musical based on the Christmas film classic, It's a Wonderful Life.
I've always said I didn't want to do a musical, and the reason in the back of my head was I never had a good story.
Oh, what a story, Bob.
To hang it on, and this is like a great story, and it's going well.
Sir Paul's clearly not planning to put his feet up anytime soon, but I remember when it all began, back in the 60s, with Beatlemania.
I'm remembering, you know, Christmas in the early 60s and going to see A Hard Day's Night, and what we wanted for Christmas more than anything, plastic Beatle wigs. Not fibre, hard plastic like a helmet.
Black.
That you wish. Yes.
And did it fool anyone?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, sure, that's a Beatle. Look at that.
Do you ever collect or save or reminisce about those sort of things?
No, I don't collect stuff. I'll tell you, I should have definitely got one of every record. My wife, Nancy, she doesn't like clutter.
My wife's the same.
They don't. They want you to chuck everything out.
Absolutely. She says I'm a hoarder. Yeah? You get that? Yeah.
Exactly. I say, if I throw that book out, there could be an original lyric to Yesterday in there. So I've got to keep it.
Yes.
It's going back.
Who knows? Quite right. As a granddude would say, see the compass needle spin and let the magic fun begin. Will you see what I've got for you?
All right, what have you got?
Special this morning. Compass.
The compass.
There you
Is
go.
that my Christmas gift?
That's your Christmas gift.
Oh,
It's engraved.
this morning.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go somewhere.
Happy Christmas, Sir Paul. Happy
Oh,
Christmas.
that's great. Thank you.
Thank you. That was what you liked, our little present.
See, Nancy doesn't like tat at home either. You see?